Hello and welcome to WION. Demographic issues have become important in recent years, especially on the front of sustainability. The corona pandemic has also shown the risks that are associated with overgrowing population across the continents, as more resources are needed now to fight the pandemic and for betterment of our planet. To talk all that and much more, today we are joined by Mr. Pradeep Burman, Chairman, the Mobis Foundation. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Burman. First of all, human overpopulation is among the most pressing environmental issues. How to balance growth with environment sustainability?
Well, population affects all aspects of our lives. It affects habitat. If we want to increase the habitat, we have to cut down trees. It requires extra agriculture. For agriculture, again, we have to make space to provide that agriculture. We have to have energy. For that, we increase pollution. So all these aspects which have to go with overpopulation will degrade the environment and make the earth unsustainable. So it's very important to maintain the population if we want the earth itself to survive.
And population explosion will cause many problems for our future generations. How to foresee such problems and be prepared to tackle them better?
We are already seeing all these problems. We've seen the enormous forest fires in Canada, the enormous fires in California. We've seen the fires in Siberia, and we've seen the fires in Australia. All this has been caused by human beings over-exploiting the earth, and the earth cannot stand it. Let me give the example of electric cars. For electric cars, we need to have batteries. For batteries, we are using lithium. So if we replace all the cars with electric cars and expect that the pollution will be less, yes, that part will be solved, but we don't have enough lithium to produce all that electric cars. So it goes to the end that we have to do something more than just produce electric cars. And the solution really is to do everything which is recyclable. If you want to produce power, you have to produce it from hydrogen, and hydrogen and oxygen will produce water. Therefore, there's no waste, and that is where we will produce energy without waste, and it's recyclable. Of course, I'm not mentioning at this time the solar power and the wind power. That, of course, continues. But to power our vehicles, we'll need to use hydrogen and oxygen, and the end product will be water. That is how we have to do it.
And demographic dividend has been used by many countries to their advantage. How and what steps does India need to take in this direction?
Well, certainly, demographic dividend means a lot of people who are in the workforce, that is majority. But we need to have enough jobs for them, otherwise it becomes a demographic disaster instead of a demographic dividend. So what is it that we should do for the younger people to have enough jobs? The number of people coming in for the job field, we just don't have enough jobs for them. So we have to look at jobs which are from greening, green technologies, recycling technologies, and these are the new areas where jobs can be created rather than the regular jobs of lawyer, doctor, engineer. These new areas, jobs has to be created, and that needs new technology for doing that. But everything has to be recyclable and has to be green technology. that is the way to go ahead to create the right kind of jobs.
And what are the lessons learned from COVID-19 pandemic as far as population and sustainability is concerned?
Well, apart from the sadness we got from the lockdown, the happiness that we got was that we were able to breathe, and we didn't read in the paper every morning that this is the most polluted city in the world. Next thing we heard the birds outside. So therefore that was a big enhancement for our lives to hear the birds. Then we saw that the rivers also became blue, so we could actually drink the water from the rivers and it was not muddy anymore. So these are the advantages we got from the pandemic, but this was solely due to us stopping all human activity, practically all human activity except eating and sleeping, yes. But now when we go back onto our normal affairs, we need to have recyclable and renewable technologies that don't damage the environment. That is what we have to keep in mind for the future.
Thanks, Mr. Burman, for sharing your thoughts with us and bringing this important perspective. WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.